Of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Mike, 49. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Next to score, Bills 7, Rams 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. 49, 49's the Mike, 49's the Mike. Watch the run. Super. Watch the run. 36, 36.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play that time for the Rams. 64 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Bills take over first down.
That's it, baby. We got one.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now it's the former Ram. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
Check. Hey, let's get this, get this.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Check. Round 80. Here we go. Alert flare, flare, flare.
On first down, it's Gurley. The tackle there by John Johnson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run. It's Gurley. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, It was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check. Block 54. Hey, hold on. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Hey, exit. Get that ball. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the pass. Check nickel.
On second down and 4. Allen, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. That was a safety Taylor wrap right there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Horrible. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike's 50.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Lucky.
Gurley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They try right side here. Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 32-yard line. Oh, battled at the line and intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
40 goes tonight. 180. Watch the run.
Now a handoff looking right. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch up, switch up.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Pulse it. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Henderson going to run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Blue draw Porter.
On first down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Gurley. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now Allen, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Rams take over at their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit Bader. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Shaq Lawson on the tackle.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on. You go tank. You got tank. Value 3. Value 3. Check motion.
Obama. From the red zone now, Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Check 3, check 3.
A final shot before half for Allen. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
We got this.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Check. 319. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Hey, hold on. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Blue dance. Move.
Now Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
The line of scrimmage. A gain on the play. 1st down, Bills.
Check. 90 pound 80. I got you. Check 52.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
54. Check. Watch 54. They can't hang with that.
Gurley again here on 1st down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a handoff looking right. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 36, Goff. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hold on. Check. Mike 50. Y'all not ready. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. On the ball. Mike's 50.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
49 the mic. Watch 49. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Bills 28, Rams 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My 50, my 50. Hey, Haywood. We go, son.
Back to throw. Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13.
He's brought down
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Louis. Hey, Echo. 50. Mike 50. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Super 1, Ric Flair.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Value 1. Mike's 50. Oh, you got deep? Mike's 50. Hey, Foxtrot. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
From the gun, here's Goff. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 2nd down.
Look, 180. Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
On 4th down, Goff. Flushed out right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 16.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ray. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing again is gone. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. He's scared. X3, 218, chopper.
Another carry now for Gurley. And a nice stiff arm that opens room to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more, plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Balaj. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check, 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 check.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
You ready? You ready?
At their own 19-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
In your face.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now it's gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
That's a 44-yard.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bills, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.